Welcome to another episode of Still Talking. I'm your host, Kicker Shaver, here by special request of my baby niece in Texas right now. Hopefully she checks in and watches for my big girl. Very special edition. But today's subject is the internal imposter on the who's you on the inside of you. What we've got are the truth tellers and the liars, those who convince you of good things and those convince you of negative things. And so that internal imposter was what I was thinking of this morning, was my old self. This old cowboy version. Now mind you, I'm as cowboy as they come, but there was a time in my life when I felt like I needed to convince people of such things, and that I felt compelled to show people things to prove my worth. And that's a good way to become an imposter, is when you start living to impress others as opposed to really genuinely living for others. There's going to be a big difference from one thing to the next. So if you're already living this life as this person that you've established, and you take a look at yourself and where you stand in your world, look around and ask yourself, I mean, are you living vicariously through others? Are you walking your own path? Are you doing the things that your heart has always longed for? And are you doing anything to fulfill the passions that drive what it is that you do to maintain something other than just a survival existence? What are you doing in your life to not just be an imposter, to live by impressing, whether it be a boss or someone in your circle or someone outside of your circle, however it is? Or are you walking in this designed entity, who you already are, this beautiful creature that you're already capable of being? So this concept of the internal imposter kind of popped in my head, and I'm going to give a shout out to a friend of mine named Malachi Mott. He is a brilliant man, a friend of mine, someone who is younger than me and taught me great value. And it came in a simple lesson back when I was an imposter, and I was a performing imposter, which meant I could impersonate people, and I could create manufactured isms, manufactured personalities, so I could go on stage and be different things that I had seen as being successful. You know, this country music voice that I used to sing with is what Malachi Mott kind of stumped me with. And at first, I took offense to it, you know, and it was when I first brought out my guitar to sing one of my favorite songs I ever wrote was called Rodeo and Juliet. And it's, you know, some of my family favorite songs, if you've heard it. I mean, it's, I was an 18-year-old kid when I wrote it. Doggone it, if you get a good time, you can run with it. So, I started saying this story to him by saying it with this persona of what I believed country music singer should sound like as a country music singer, and he stopped me. Before I did the first, you know, really he stopped me when I really first started singing. He said, wait. He said, what's that? I said, what do you mean, what's that? He's like, who is that singing? Because I had that, you know, Rodeo and Juliet, and I laid on that real thick. You know, I had all these country music singers in my head. You know, I had George Strait, John Anderson, John Anderson, Alan Jackson, Chris Ledoux, George Strait, Garth Brooks. All of these massive country names with this real strong, you know, Tracy Lawrence, that good country drawl to it. So I'd lay it on for my business. You know, I really enjoyed doing these impersonations, even, if you will, and didn't have my own voice to sing with. And I hadn't realized it until this friend of mine, Malachi, brought it to my attention. And again, you know, I had been pursuing country music for all of these years on my horizon. It was just really country music that I was interested in. And when he stopped me all the way back then, it stopped me because I was very proud of that creature that I had made, of the country music singer Kicker Shaver. Or really, not even Shaver back then, it was just all about just the name Kicker. So when I look back and I see this lesson that he taught me that I was actually an imposter in my own body. And that's my lesson that I had to learn. It's a very hard lesson when you created something that you're proud of, but you realize it's not even you. So when I sat there, and even later that night, I was really trying. I found myself wanting to impress him after that, because he told me this harsh truth, and I didn't want it to be true. So then I tried to bribe him with the song I had written. I'm like, oh, well, I've got other stuff. And he's like, well, no. He's like, no, I want to know who you are as an artist first. He said, the next time you sing to me, I want to hear your voice. I was stunned that he didn't want me to go any further in what I'd already created in my imposter life. He wasn't impressed with my imposter life. And I loved him for it, because a good brother will tell you things that are hard to hear. And he gave me that good, hard lesson. And as a result, my music today, when I put these sunglasses on and I sit on a stage and I play my heart and I sing with my voice, that's what is coming out. You know, when I put on sunglasses and I'm on stage, really these sunglasses are to block me out. Because man, oh man, if you guys know how I think, man, it's hard to slow down. But as I go in this mindset of trying to move forward and help more and more people as a result of what I've learned, if you're living as an imposter in your own body, that's the thing to evaluate today. Is it possible that you're not even yourself? And do the people around you like you for who you are, or are you conditioning yourself to be the person they want you to be? All of these things. And that's meaning you don't go out into society like I do, because I'm a nut job. Everybody knows it. So when I go out into society, I will poke at the status quo to ask you questions like, can I turn around about face in a line and just look at you? Mark, let's remember that one. We're going to do flash mobs, folks. If you guys want to sign on to do flash mobs, we are going to have a blast doing flash mobs. And I have arrived at Canyon Ridge High School, my daughter's high school, where I will be picking her up today. Extremely excited about that. So I am going to find a place to park too at the same time as you hear me try to multitask. I'll also have to make sure I'm in the right place. But in this challenge of the internal imposter, it kind of leads me back to that poem that I wrote, really the song, Cosmic. And I'll say it again, and if you please follow along with me line for line, it's important stuff that's in it. And we're going to go through this, and I should do a little shout out for what we're doing in 24 days, guys. In 24 days, we're going to do something original and beautiful. And we're still cramming with every fiber of our being to cram all of the information into one place in only a 4-hour period. It's going to be a beautiful experience. I'm going to bring my heart out and I'm going to share it with you live and in person. And I'm going to bring my guitar out and I'm going to play it, and I'm going to sing my heart out in front of you. And then I'm going to open up a wall with visible spectrum of what's possible in the universe and what you do to fit in it, in this one little room. And we're going to expand from there. We are expecting big, beautiful things from this. So I guess at this point, what I'm going to do is if you saw me ask the question earlier this week, I want to say it was maybe even yesterday, I said, what does it take to get people to show up? And you gave me all the suggestions, and it's fun because as we check off everything on your suggestions, we're doing everything there. We've got beer, we've got wine, we've got access to something valuable that you can walk away with and know that you paid for something that you got. And what you got was an experience, and that's what we're bringing to you in this way. It's not just me doing it, folks. We have people who have set their hearts on to what's happening here, and it is beautiful. And when you guys show up, you're gonna help me compensate these people for taking what's inside my mind and using their imaginations on it and spreading it out for everyone to be able to see. Because you see, you know, the reason I come on here and share with you is because of these things that I'm doing in learning. And it wasn't always easy learning. Nowadays it gets easier and easier because I've studied a lot of different subjects. You know, I've studied a lot of biology, geology, learning how the stars work. And, you know, somebody down below, give me the right word to use, because astrology is taken and cosmology is taken, and that's cosmo and astro. I don't know where else to go. What do you call the study of the stars? Not astronomy, because anomy is body, and I'm not studying bodies of stars. I'm talking about the universe and galaxy. What's the word for that? What's the ology behind that? Universology? I don't know, but, you know, by all means, I'm happy to learn that one if somebody knows. I guess I could call it omnipotentology, because I'm really trying to study the everything of everything and understand it better, because I really don't like having unanswerable questions. And if somebody presents me an unanswerable question, I like to present a logical answer. And you know, I love the question, you know, can God create a rock so big that he can't lift it? Because it's very easy to say yes to that. Yes, he can, because he created the ant, and the ant is illuminated by light, and that light is existence and what God does to animate things. So yeah, no, it's easy to answer that. Yeah. You can make a rock so big that you can't lift it, and you're the God of this creation right here, and what it does and where it goes and what it thinks and how it spits and what it hears and how it translates what it hears. All of those things, you know, you've got power over. So yeah, I like to have a logical answer. So as I continue this omnipotence study, as I'll probably continue to call it, it's about calculating who you can be in your life and what influence can you make. What can you be to benefit somebody else in their existence, to help them through whatever it is they're going through, because you've been through it. And if you haven't been through it, then it would behoove you to go through it with somebody else in case you ever come up against it. So all of these ways to heal this broken place of this world. You know, stop going to the frickin' gym. Go help somebody move, crying out loud. The next time you want to spend money on a sport, why don't you give it to somebody who needs it, who you know needs it? You got family members who need it. You got people in your house who need things, but you'll buy, you know, and I'm not, you know, I understand man's competition, beautiful thing. Go be your gladiators in your places and crash up against each other and prove that you have the brute strength to get there. But at the end of the day, the billions and billions and billions and billions that go towards all of these things that don't freaking matter in a world where, you know, guns and money, where we can simply just contribute. When the next, you know, like my big challenge, the next time you're angry, go do something positive for somebody you know. Or go do something positive for somebody you don't know. Because if you guys have met me, you know, you're not a stranger to me. I don't care who you are. I will wrap you up in a hug, and I will try to show you something good, and I'm gonna try to get something from you too. What I'm gonna try to get from you is a lesson. You're gonna teach me something. Some people have taught me that there's places in my back that can hold a knife for a long, long time. And there's other people who've shown me that they can pull the knives out of the back that other people have put there. And then there's other people who will hug you and love you. There's other people who will just hate you from a distance. We all exist out here in the world, and all of us in our own way have something lovable. Even the darkest inside of us had a mother and father who connected somehow to make something beautiful. And that beautiful creation has the opportunity to do something beautiful in and of itself. And that's what we're trying to get out. That's what we're trying to peel open in this seminar is what do you have inside of you that you count worth giving? You know, and of course, you know, the experience part of it is the beautiful side of it, is taking modern capacity of imagination, what we're capable of doing with visual and audio these days, and putting it in a visual spectrum so you guys can see such depth of imagination. And of course, you know, if you guys, you know, we'll have to put a link. Mark, if you're still on here, or somebody can just put the link to kickershaver.com on there. I'd really appreciate it. And that will help. That's what we're trying to get kicked off here. Again, you can buy tickets right now. It's basically it's $25 an hour. I'm gonna go for 4 hours. I'm gonna feed you. I'm gonna drink you. I'm gonna sorry. I'm gonna feed you. I'm gonna give you a drink. And settle your hungers and thirsts. And then we're gonna do the beautiful thing that these group of people, Mark, Garrett, James, Orlando, Paul, Daniel, Nina, these people who are jumping at Tim, Josh, all these new people, the Mind and Mill, where they're allowing me to go out there and kind of spread out my imagination in a room and figure stuff out. So if you've ever been to the Mind and Mill in Riverside, downtown Riverside, across the street from the Mission Inn, beautiful historic Mission Inn. So go see the area just to walk the town. It's a beautiful downtown area. Pop in there. Tell them Kicker sent you. If you're in the Riverside area, go in there, say, hey, Kicker sent me to come in here and check the place out. Look at the art pieces. If you're an art person like me and you got a spot for a piece of art, I got art pieces hanging up in my house. And if you're an art person, they have art pieces there for sale. It's a beautiful gallery, and you know, as soon as you walk in through the main entry galley, you'll be able to see what my favorite piece is. It's just this mind-opening experience. And remember me saying mind-opening. You'll laugh when you go in if you remember me saying that. So this beautiful experience is going to be happening on the 24th. Like I said, it's $25 an hour. It's $100 for the event. You can buy it online today. We're gonna try as fast as we can to get all of our collective material together so we can put it all on the tablet to give you your interactive book, the already perfect sequence of how you are already perfect. Of course, the book pamphlet, those are coming out as well. We're going to do the Kicker isms, the little magnets that we're going to give you so we can describe the molecular structure of how your mind and heart and body operate as magnets, and they're individual magnets that have to operate in synchronicity in order to perform properly without regret. This stuff works with PTSD. It works with depression. It works with confusion. It works with pain. It works with intolerance or impatience, or it settles a difficult heart and mind. And this is, of course, I have to brag about it because it's me doing it, but at the end of the day, I'm really giving you references that have been given to me. So we're going to start with testimonials of people who have been involved in the Kicker Shaver experience already, who have had a session of a one-on-one Kicker Shaver session and experienced something that changes inside your mind, your heart, your body. Somewhere inside there's a shift that happens, and there's testimonials of people who've experienced the already perfect mindset to change a way of thinking and to look at a different world around you. And of course, if we can change your world, that's one world, and changing one world is the world, because you're the one in it. This is yours. So I am gonna do some shout outs and see who's in the room. We've got Mare is in the room. Sherry's here. Narcia, hi. Mark Garrett in the room. Oh my gosh, I love this guy so much. For tickets, visit www.kickershaver.com. He's got that there. My baby girl Bree is here. I love you so freaking much. Tim Moyer is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. My boy Drew in the house. Dylan is here. Welcome, Dylan. Dylan Judah is here. Michael is in the house. Mickey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Diamond Gold is here. Hello, Bree. Hi, Bree. That's from my executive director. Teach me. Man, I freaking love that. I love that reference, man. That's for my song, so I love it. I love it. Enrique is here. Desiree, hi, baby girl. Mwah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sherry is here. David in the house. Jose, Mighty Joe Jackson. Apparently, I don't have your number anymore, but I forgot I have your doggone stinking Facebook. So, we gotta talk, bro. I got big things happening. Mark Garrett, meet, Kafense Jackson. Actually, Joe Jackson is what I know him by, but on here, that's what you guys want to connect. I need you guys to connect, because you guys got some stuff going on, in the same fields. Joe Jackson talked about doing the Kicker Shaver movie, or the Kicker Shaver, I don't know if we were talking about musical or whatever we wanted to do, but we were talking about doing something. So, Joe, call me, please, or hit me up on Messenger. We will definitely need to talk, link up. Joe has written 27 successful screenplays in his area in Georgia, and one of the best people to know. This man and I changed worlds together when we walked downtown Laguna Beach for a corporate meeting. We wound up being able to impact pretty much the whole city. Anywhere we went, we were the impact in the room, and it was powerful. So I definitely need Joe Jackson on board for the Kicker Shaver experience, on board for the stuff that we've got going on. Please hit us up. Darth Nicholas in the house. Welcome to it, brother. I love you, dude. We got to link up soon. I come pick you up and chill again before I got to go back to work. Cypress, California. Shout out for my next show for the massage chairs happening in Cypress, California, where they hate me in that store so bad. They hate me. But you know me. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to love them with my whole heart like I always do. Shout out to my boy, the merch manager there, Sal. He tries to fight for me because he knows who I really am, knows how I run my business. High professionalism, high ethics, and higher standards than anybody else can have. In my business, you come to meet me, I'm going to love you all the way through your purchase, or I'm going to see you on your way because I showed you something cool. So either way, so welcome back, Bree. We've got Leslie in the house, and Brandon Elliott is here. Welcome everybody to the show. I'm glad you guys are all here. Honored you guys all show up. It does good things for my insides to know that me blathering out here isn't just me sitting in the truck talking to myself, because I will do that too. Beautiful, beautiful day out. If you don't have a sunroof in your car, I'm sad for you. So back to that cosmic poem, because I did say I would do it, and then I got to sign off because I'm going to pick up my baby girl, spend some time with her. So, like I said, if you can follow me line for line, it's very important that we do so. Welcome to the show, Mark. Last shout out before I jump on. Here we go with cosmic. In this cosmic existence of happening circumstance, we find ourselves the beginning. One crying baby, a life full of maybe, a chance of life losing or winning. We joke and we laugh, then we hate and attack. No real balance until peace of mind. Revelation reveals an uncommon appeal. If you open your eyes, you will find the whole universe hid back behind your eyelid. Such a beautiful, odd disarray. As the molecules change with the words you arrange, so your cosmos will do what you say. The pain and the blame, all is no gain the same, no material matter will last. Because of your choice, just your breath is the voice that is changing your future to past. Just a cosmic perception began at conception. Now 3 are made one family. It's the parents and child of the life calm or wild. It's the molecules making up me. And line by line, I mean it. If you go into it line by line and find out what the root of that means, you got a life to live. You can choose your mindset. You know, if you're a believer in the Bible, then let me inspire you with this: the fact that guy Paul, he wrote most of it, and he did it from prison. So if you think about what you can do with your mind, regardless of your circumstance, there's a valuable lesson in that. There's that dude Stephen who got some death, and it sounded like he's laughing on his way out, like, hey, you know, deuces. So if you think about, I even like to reference that guy they hung for giving away those, you know, a couple $1 billion or so. He's smiling on the way out, guys. He's very happy to go because his plight was met. He felt like he fulfilled his purpose, and that's what we're about, is fulfilling a life of purpose. And there's people who've said it before me, and you could say that I'm just saying it a different way and it would still be true. But at the end of the day, we get to choose who we are in this world, and we get to choose whether we're an imposter or whether we're real. And at the end of the day, if you're genuine, people are going to appreciate you for it. And if you're not, that people recognize a fraud all the time. My name is Kicker Shaver. You know this is my show, Still Talking. I love you with every piece of my heart. I hope to see you all at the Kicker Shaver experience in 24 days. That bell's about to ring, so I'm going to jump off of here, go see my baby, and please help me with my plight and my goal, which is just to show the scientific side of why things make sense the way that they are, and how the universe works. It's very simple sciences, very easy to explain, a very complex subject. I'm going to use physics and psychology, genealogy, biology, geology, and astrology and astronomy in their respective fields. I'm going to use all of those together, and I'm gonna ball it up into one tight place, and then I'm gonna blow it up like a balloon in every direction. It's gonna be epic. So, a little mind teaser for you. I love the movie Doctor Strange when she pokes him in the forehead and he disappears out into the cosmos and beyond. And that's the kind of stuff I wish I had. Well, I had that doggone image in my head a long time, and I was very excited to see it actually come to fruition in that movie. So, final sign off for the day. There are love languages that you can speak and make them real. I don't believe that you fake it until you make it. I believe that you do it until you're through it. So if you do it until you're through it, you're actually performing an action. And that means performing and acting. That means doing. So when you perform an act, it can train your instincts, much like Pavlov did with his dogs in training the instincts of salivation by the ringing of a bell. You can train your instincts by performing and acting. So those two are going to be the do it until you're through it. The fake it until you make it is not being genuine behind what you're doing. Be genuine in what you do. Be real in your intentions for others, and make it a real kind of love that you can give from a genuine heart. Even if they hate you, Don't hate, relate. Find people that you can trust because they love you for who you really are. And those are the people you can share your emotions with. Otherwise, you're going to be a fake. Like, I think I've gotten a lot of people to agree that in general, especially in large groups, people are dumb and people are really just in need of leadership. And it's because people will be responsible for their own decisions. And that's not everybody. That's not everybody by any stretch, but doggone it, in general, I've found a lot of simple truths. And me, I'm no stranger to it. Ask the people who know me best. I'm as dumb as they come. So I make fool decisions. I've done it for a long time. Nothing's changing there. There's proof of me being a jackass my whole life, and that ain't seeming to change anytime soon. I still love adventure and going out and being as politely crazy as I can be in this world, just to stir things up a little bit and help think a little bit differently. So about the way you are and the who you are. So again, please, kickershaver.com. Come see me. Come find out what we're doing. And it's not really for my benefit. You guys know my position on money. The money's only there to do more. And that's how you get there. We all know that. So that's the part I'm asking for your help with. I know it's hard to make money in this world, but if you could peel a little bit out, push it into what we're doing here. We're gonna link up. I'm gonna give a shout out to my friend Kismet Evans. She's the CEO of the Inland Empire Veteran Stand Down organization. She's the one who just got me recognition from our Congress, our Senate, the State Assembly, City of San Bernardino, all these beautiful certificates of appreciation for that writing of that song, A Soldier's Prayer, which should be coming to a studio soon. If you guys have a music studio that I can go to and record, I would really appreciate hearing about that. So final sign off. You know I love you. Gotta go. Blessings on everything you do. We will see you soon. This has been another episode of Still Talking.